Welcome, Tremolo nerds, to Tremolo Friday! Now it's probably next week sometime when I've edited all these. Anyway, this is my day where I do all the tremolos. We have looked at, I have looked, maybe not you, at the Diamond Tremolo by Diamond, which is brilliant. The Big Chill by Jam Pedals, which is brilliant. The Vertigo by Source Audio, which is freaking damn brilliant. Yeah, there's also a video for the Molo-Trem by Joyo. Tiny little pedal, it's tiny. That's what
she said.
So, I want to just give you a rundown of these. Obviously, this is not a complete tremolo shootout. This is what I just could grab from my drawers. I also have the Eventide H9, but I didn't want to throw that on here because then I have to throw on the app and do the whole craziness with all that shit, and it's too complicated. So, no Eventide H9, which is damn good, but also very different price range. And do I have more? Do I have more tremolos? Not more pedals, more tremolos. I have tested things like the Love Pedal Tremolo. I've played with the Trelicopter from more. One that's not here. One that I hope I can get my hands on. I have done the Thomann website demo, so please check it out on the Thomann website. The EQD Earthquaker Devices Nightwire. Holy flying crap, that's a really great tremolo. It looks brilliant, it's like a sparkly purple, and it's different. It's got an envelope follower, meaning it actually can track your dynamics, and it adjusts the tremolo speed dynamically, meaning the harder you pick, the faster it will be, and when your note dies down, the tremolo also gets slower. So that way the tremolo isn't boom, 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 the same time, the same speed all the time, meaning it can get in the way musically. It actually just, it's a very different kind of beast, and it's a very cool tremolo. So, we'll go through these here and look at a couple of differences and listen to them. I told you I would talk about these and not listen to them, but I decided to lie, and we listen to them now. Whether or not we need 5 cameras for this, I don't know, but they were here, and I'm using them, and deal with it. The Vertigo, with the app, can be a flanger, flanger, a chorus, a Leslie simulator, rotary, and brilliant tremolos with beautiful harmonic tremolo. Apparently something that used to be in old Flimby amps. I'm sorry. That threw me. So, it's a beautiful kind of vibe-ish sound. It's great. So, the Vertigo can have a normal tremolo. And with shape, you can go from square over through kind of sine-ish. To sawtooth, which very few have. Now this is very similar to the 65 photocell tremolo. Maybe that's how it was done, I have no idea. Pete Shelley from Strymon knows the shit. So that is very similar to what used to be in that old amp. Now the harmonic is just absolutely amazing. I love that sound. Oh, my setup. The Maybach Telemann T-style guitar going into the Okko Diablo right here. The Okko Diablo Plus, which I have on loan right now from Thomann. Going into the Vertigo, the Mobius, the Big Chill, the Diamond, the Flint, the Molo-Trem, the Tremolo, Molo-Trem Tremolo, into the Walrus Audio Bellwether right here for some delay if we want it, into the Fender Hot Rod Deluxe amp, into the 2 notes Torpedo Studio mono. We're doing everything mono because that is a nice level playing field. Here, harmonic. never played this in my life. And that's when you have a fucking great pedal, when you play and you're like, whoa, I've never played this chord. Yes, it could have been an accident, but a good pedal makes you play shit that you didn't know existed. Like this. And then just putting my index flat for a over D, or which is a D major 7-9, D major 7 sus 2. D major 7 sus 2. I've never done this in my life. And then this, A. To D and then a D sus 2. Let's get a little bit of drive in there because this shit is gold. Little bit of delay, come on. We don't even check out the bias. That's all you need to know about the Vertigo from Source Audio. And it's freaking cool green. Now, the Mobius can do a million things, and I love it. The vintage Trem is kind of that. Those three that are on the Flint here, that's what the Mobius can do on the vintage Trem setting. Let's check that shit out. So we go pretty much here. We start with harmonic, which is similar to what we just had in the Vertigo. But he can set up beats per minute exactly, which really is an issue that's nice. Now, of course, in terms of mode, we also have the tube mode. Which could be like the bias mode. And then we have the photo mode, which should be more sawtoothy. So yes, the Mobius, it clocks in at over at 500, maybe over at about 500. Let's say 500. But it is a great pedal. Obviously, it has a lot more to offer than just the tremolo. It is similar to the Vertigo. It has a lot more in it than you think. It's not as big. That's what
she said.
But it has a lot to offer. Awesome is the pattern tremolo. So we hear it, let's go to square. Now we don't. It's hard to demo this for you because I need a preset. Here. Yes, it can do rhythmical patterns that you can actually program yourself, which is a very, very cool feature. Moving on. The Big Chill. There is a video, brand new, of this. It's a much more simple tremolo, but very cool with 3 switches on it. Medium size. Yeah, I'm not going to push the button for that. We have a speed here and a speed there. Speed 2 can be controlled with a expression pedal. So can depth. Inputs are left and right. So let's check out sine on speed 1, medium depth. Here we go. Coolest with depth, even if you go all the way up. If you push this middle foot switch, that's a lot of foot switches for a small pedal, then depth will go into over depth. It'll go into all the way deep. And whatever you do with depth from now on doesn't do anything anymore. That's a pretty damn cool sound there. Let's go to triangle. Yeah, I'm just throwing there a little bit. Sorry for the level, guys. So, very neat. The diamond, very cool. You can use it as a clean boost. And it just sounds better. It's the always keep on pedal. So you switch between waveforms right here, and you see what waveform you have based on the light. So that's a nice feedback. You also see the speed, obviously. Again, just like on the Big Chill, if you want full stutter, you go to green, red, green, red. Let's tap that shit. If I want double the speed, I hold in tap, and then I have double the speed. Just fucking awesome. Hold that in again. Double speed is being shown by a red light instead of a green. You have, when you tap, that speed. Eighth note, quarter note triplet. Rhythm. Chaotic, which is great because it creates a moving speed around your main speed. But for a little bit of psychedelic swirliness, that's not really a moving tremolo. Or a steadily moving tremolo. Guys, tell them I'm having fun. And then there's manual, which means you don't hear the tremolo unless you push the button. And in stutter mode, it gives you a kill switch. This has clearly been designed by people who know what they want, who know what musicians want. It's a rather small size. That's what
she said. And
I love the color, love the quality. It clocks in at over 200, as does the Big Chill. It's still not the 500 of the Mobius. It's not the 170 of the Vertigo. But if you don't need the vintagey kind of harmonic tremolo sounds, this is a very good tremolo. The tap is definitely worth it. Obviously, the Mobius has tap as well. Forgot to say that. So, moving on to the Flint. That is a personal favorite of mine, because it's simply, if you have a clean amp, that's a great clean amp. But you want it to be an old an old flamber. Then what's missing? The tremolo and the reverb. Yes, those two things are in those classic Black Faces and Twins. So you get the Flint and you're good. Because we have 3 different reverbs, 60s, 70s, 80s, go to 60s, and that's beautiful. And then there's the tube tremolo. Speed and intensity, that's it. Photo is that photo sensor, whatever, I don't care, tremolo, but it's very sawtoothish. Very nice. My favorite, the harmonic, you've already guessed it. Because that's so vibish. A little bit of reverb. Beautiful. It clocks in at $350. Not inexpensive, but a great box. Joyo Molo-Trem clocks in at $69. Very simple. You have rate and depth, speed and depth. And a shape knob, which is cool. Gets almost squarish, but not all the way. If you need a tremolo for once in a while, you don't want to waste the space. You don't want to waste the, hello, Exy, you're wet. You don't want to waste the space. You don't want to waste the money. Well, waste the money. That's completely wrong. You don't want to spend the money because you're gonna need a tremolo for one section, one song, and most certainly pedalboard space is a big issue. So the Molo-Trem could be a really cool, inexpensive solution with a little bit of wave control for the subtle tremoloing. Very nice. And here we have a classic, the Joyo Tremolo, which of course you can also get in Germany as a Harley Benton pedal. Most places it clocks in at $29. So this is the cheapest that you can possibly get. And it's a classic actually, people like it. It's a good tremolo. It does one thing and it does it well. Does the job when you want the standard sine wave, vintagey kind of tremolo with a little bit of swoosh in it, a little bit. So, one thing I want to talk about is where you place your tremolo. Think about volume. A tremolo is pretty much kind of doing, I mean, you've seen that this isn't all the way true, but kind of doing a volume knob whoop, 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 whoop on the guitar. Meaning that if you put it before your drives, it will actually not sound too much like a volume, because the drive compresses and equals out the volume. It will sound more like more distortion, less distortion, more distortion, less distortion, because it's like using the volume knob. So I put it behind my drives, but because I want that tremolo, I don't want my delays and reverbs to be tremoloed, I put it before the time-based effects, delays and reverbs. So that's of course all up to you, but this is where I put it behind the drive, which is where I had it here. Which one of these would be your favorite, I don't know. I think the Big Chill and the Diamond are no frills in terms of the sound. They don't have bias, harmonic, flungy stuff. They give you a straight volume modulation, but they do it with style. They do it very well. The Diamond has more options. The Big Chill has, how do you say it? It has mojo, it has handmadeness, it has a cool sound, it has the control options with expression pedals. This doesn't, and none of them have that. Well, no, actually the Flint can do that, and the Mobius can do that as well. Vertigo can with the extra Neuro hub, which you can get. Man, that's a lot of information. Stereo is the Flint Actually, I don't know how stereo the Tremolo will be. I don't know, but it probably is stereo. You can set that up. Mobius and Vertigo are also stereo. The inexpensive options, Tremolo and Molo-Trem from Joyo, pretty damn good for the price. The next in the range is actually the Vertigo, which has a million options for the price. Absolutely recommended for about 170. Very, very, very cool. And very strong build, fully stereo. In terms of flexibility, obviously, everything, here you have to, on the Vertigo, you have to have the app and get the phone and plug it in, which can be a drag. On the Mobius, you can do everything you want to do right here with the knobs. Very intuitive interface. So this gives you the most modulation options, including tremolo. Obviously, there's vibe, phaser, flingy, destroyer, quadro, chorus, and also a coffee maker. $500 though, okay? So, often my go-to tremolo, because of that harmonic function and ease of use and no frills, no app, no nothing, is the Flint. Flint is twice as expensive as the Vertigo. So if you want to dial in something very specific, maybe plugging in the app is not such a bad idea, considering that it is half the price of the Flint and can do more. The reverb on the Flint is nice also. If you're a vintagey guy, you want very simple control, Flint on your clean amp, and you've got the Flimby kind of amp. The Fimby, Fember? A Fender, come on. So, that's me and Tremolos. Tremolo Friday is over. When I edit all this, I don't know. See you guys. I hope this helped someone who's looking for a tremolo. If not, screw you. I'm gonna eat something now. I heard Leslie come in. I'm gonna spend time with Leslie. See you guys.